In this video, we'll look at how to create distance joints in Corona SDK. Joints can be used to assemble complex objects from multiple rigid bodies. For example, joints can be used to join the limbs of a ragdoll figure, attach the wheels of a vehicle to its body, create a moving elevator platform, and so on. Most joints are used to connect two rigid physical bodies. So you must create these bodies first and then submit them as arguments to the physics.newJointConstructor function, along with other properties that vary depending on the joint type being created. A distance joint attaches two bodies at a fixed distance. The initial arguments are body A and B to join, followed by an X and Y anchor point coordinate for each body declared in content space coordinates. Let's look at the code for creating a distance joint. First, we've added our required physics library, started the physics engine, and set our gravity. We've also set the draw mode to hybrid so we can see where our anchor points connect. Next, we've created two shapes which will be connected by our distance joint. One shape is given a dynamic body type so it can move around, while the other is given a static body type so it will remain in place for this example. Next, we create a distance joint by calling the physics.newJoint method, where we pass in the type of joint to be created, the shapes to be joined, and their respective X and Y coordinates. To make things a bit more interesting, we've applied a linear impulse to give our moving box a shove. Optionally, the distance joint can be made soft, like a spring damper connection. So we've also adjusted the joint's frequency and dampening ratio to fine-tune the joint's behavior. Check the documentation located on the Corona Labs website for more details. If a joint is no longer needed, you can destroy it by calling either object:"removeSelf" or display.remove. However, note if one of the joined bodies is destroyed, the associated joint will be automatically destroyed as well. It's important to remember to properly remove and nil any references to a joint which has been destroyed. And that's a look at how to create distance joints in Corona SDK. Learn more about working with Corona SDK at coronalabs.com/university.